Welcome to Building and Flipping PCs episode 11. So, yesterday I picked up this Seasonic S12G power supply 650 watts, which is a pretty nice power supply. I got this for 200 Danish kroner, a little more than I normally pay, but it also came with a power cable. And it's 80 plus gold and everything, but it wasn't on the PSU tier list, which was pretty weird. But I looked up reviews and people were saying it's pretty good. And also, for this episode, I'm going to do something new. So I started a stopwatch where whenever I work on this PC, whether I'm picking up parts or I'm looking for deals or I'm building the PC, I'm going to count the time that I'm doing that, and when I have sold the PC, I'll find out my wage on this build from the amount of profit I've gotten and from how many hours I've spent actually working on the PC. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So it's a little over a week later now, and I got this Ryzen 5 2600 that I picked up. And in total I paid 200 for this. That's a really good deal actually, because since it came with a cooler, the cooler is worth about like, what, 50 Danish kroner, around $7. Say that this is 150 Danish kroner, which is a really good price, like $20 around there in US dollars. So I'm really happy with this. And this took 50 minutes to pick up in total for transport and picking it up. I bought some more PC parts online, so let's unbox them. So this is a B450 motherboard that I got for 350 Danish kroner, which is a really good deal considering that it costs 500 for a brand new motherboard right now. But this is used and it's in pretty good condition. It doesn't look very dirty. So I'm pretty happy with this. And we of course got the I/O shield, so we don't need to 3D print one. Oh, I just realized, no backplate. Oh. So we need to buy a backplate again, unfortunately. I'm gonna start asking for the backplate next time. I wonder why no one includes the backplate. Like, it's a part of the motherboard. Like, why is it gone from everyone selling motherboards? Everyone's selling B450 motherboards or like AM4 motherboards. I also experienced this in the last episode, if you're wondering why I'm saying this. Alright, this is a power supply and it's not a RM850E, but it seems to be in the package of RM850E. Pretty nicely packaged with all this foam right here. But it is a Corsair power supply, but it's a bit older than the RM850E. So let's open it and see. Here we go. So this is a Corsair TX650, which I got for a okay deal, 179 Danish kroner I think, which is a little less than I paid for the last power supply I bought, the Seasonic one. But this has ketchup and mustard cables also, which is not that good. No power cord. Yes, my last power cord actually. I don't have any more than this one. So for the next power supply, I need to get the power cord for it. I'll need to buy some more power cords. PCIe 8-pin. Right. Power supply tester with the TX650. Everything seems to be fine. So it's now like I think 1.5 weeks later, and I got some more PC parts that I bought online. So now let me show you what I got. The first package here. This I bought yesterday. And this is RAM. I got a really good deal on this. Wait, if I can open it. 32 gigabytes of RAM. It can't be brand new. I don't know, but this was a really good deal. So 251 Danish kroner for 48 gigabytes of DD4, which is like 125 for each, which is really good. 3 days ago. Yeah, 2x8 gigabytes of 3000 millihertz. Actually, all the parts we got here we can actually test, so I'm gonna test it after we've. This should be the CPU. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in a CPU shell. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Ryzen 2600X, and I paid 200 for this. Then I paid 150 for the RAM. 20 for the screen. Those were the packages. Now we're gonna test them. Oh, posted. Found it. You just need to press F9, and we can see that we have a Ryzen 5 2600, 60 GB of RAM, yeah, P450 motherboard, and everything seems to be working fine. So we're good. The very cheap RAM kit is also confirmed working now. 16 GB as we can see here. Now let's the other part of the RAM kit. Yep, it does work. 2600X. So everything works here except we need to test the other power supply, that one. So let's do it now. Right, we are ready. It works. Let's go. So all of the parts work. So we got really good deals and all the parts work. That's just great. So the pages have just arrived. So now let's build the PC. So the PC is now finished, so let me tell you about it. So for aesthetics I use the Mars Gaming MC SE, which is a very low quality case but also very cheap, and it looks really good and it's pretty compact, but the cable management is just awful. And then I used these black cable extensions that I got on a really good deal, also because I had like some coins or some cash back or something like that for that website. So I got a really good deal on them. Only like 80 Danish kroner, which is a little over $10 for black cable extensions. And I think it is worth it to put in black bills because it looked so much better than the previous times I've used it. I actually did a whole video about cable extensions if you're interested in learning more. For the RGB, I used this new AliExpress ARGB controller instead of the usual one I get on Amazon, and it was about $5 or 35 Danish kroner, which is about half of what I usually pay for ARGB controls. But I was pretty disappointed with this, so I bought 3 of these right here from AliExpress, and it had very few RGB modes, which isn't that good. But like it does the job, I guess. But the other ones I had bought earlier were better. So maybe I just need to find a different brand on AliExpress. This was just one of the first I found that was cheap. Alright, then for performance, 3D Mark Time Spy, we got a score of 5,929, which is about average of a GTX 1660 Super. And then for all the games that I benchmarked, I only benchmarked 2. The settings are 1080p low. So for Fortnite we got around 140 FPS, and then for CS2 we got around 130 FPS, which is a little lower than normal actually. I got a huge performance boost when I uninstalled the Nvidia app. Now for the sale itself. So I sold it for 3,500 Danish kroner, which is around $500. And the profit is 1,200.57 Danish kroner, which is around $160. Which is a really good profit. So now that means that we can calculate my hourly wage to see how much I make every hour. So on this PC alone I worked for 6 hours and 34 minutes, and then I also worked some time on this PC and the next PC by like picking up packages and unboxing them and testing the parts. So I'm gonna split that equally between this PC and the next PC. And for that I worked 2 hours and 37 minutes. So we have to divide that by 2 to see how much I worked on this PC, which is 1 hour and 18.5 minutes. So in total I worked 7 hours and 52 minutes on this PC. And that gives me an hourly wage of 152.45 Danish kroner an hour, or around $21. That's a really good hourly wage for my age. Other people my age make like, I think, 80-90 Danish kroner, like $12-13 an hour. But I actually think this makes sense because this is a much like higher risk job of flipping PCs, and it's also harder work in my opinion than like working at a grocery store or something. So that was building and flipping PCs episode 11. And episode 12 is coming very soon because I'm ordering the parts for the next video like right now. So I'll see you guys in episode 12. And if you want to see that when it comes out, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to like this video, do consider giving it a like. Thanks for watching.